Welcome back to the 50 State Cold Case Spotlight. We are in Pennsylvania for day number 2, and today I will be spotlighting the case of Ruth Brenneman. On October 10th of 1973, 2 game wardens would come across remains in a wooded area off of Moonshine Road near Ridge and Tomstown Road in Union Township in Lebanon County. The remains were determined to be of a young female who was found under a tarp in the brush. It would take 51 years to identify this Jane Doe. In 2024, State Police Sergeant Josh Lacey would tell reporters at a news conference in November that they identified the remains and that they belonged to Ruthie Elizabeth Brenneman, 14 years old, of York, Pennsylvania.
Just shy of her 15th birthday and known for her long blonde hair. The young female's remains, which were decomposed, were concealed under a plastic tarp and various brush.
It is believed she was dead around 1 to 3 weeks before she was found. Over the years, investigators have worked to identify Brenneman.
Some of these efforts included developing 2 busts of what the young female could have looked like. In May of 2016, with the assistance of the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children, the young female was exhumed from Mount Lebanon Cemetery here in Lebanon County in hopes of locating some other form of evidence.
Brenneman's remains were taken to a hospital to be examined. In October 2024, she was identified through
good old, genealogy research, going out, interviewing family, looking through old articles, public records of articles in the newspaper, as well as court documents.
There has been no official determination of Ruth's death, and investigators are trying to piece together the days before she went missing and the days after she was reported missing. What investigators do know is Ruth was last seen on her way to school. What they don't know is whether she made it to school or not. They're also trying to determine exactly when she was considered missing and when she was reported missing. Investigators are not currently sharing whether they have a suspect or whether they believe her case is a homicide, but they said based on the way that she was found underneath a tarp, hidden in a brush, lends to a level of suspicion, along with the fact that a 14-year-old girl was 47 miles away from her home when her remains were found. Ruth's family, who says they called her Ruthie, provided a public statement about the investigation saying, quote, "Their work has provided us with some closure on questions that have lingered for the past 51 years, unquote. At the time of their statement, they did note that Ruthie would have turned 66 in November of 2024. A $5,000 reward is being offered for information in Ruth's case, and anyone who has information is asked to call the Pennsylvania State Police, Jonestown, at 717-856-2194. Cases like Ruth's are important that we share because somebody has information that will help these investigators move this case forward. Thank you so much for taking the time to get to know Ruth today, and don't forget, every time you see a missing and murder post on social media, to hit like and share, because every time we share a face, we do get closer to solving a case, and I will see you guys back here for Pennsylvania Day 3 tomorrow.